Yeah, hello and welcome to a warehouse management plugin demo. Okay, so we're in the customer module. Let's just do a sales order. So we'll follow it from kind of like start to finish. I'll pick on some items. Okay, so I'll just pick on these particular items here. Okay, and effectively I'm going to look at the allocation. Okay, so on this particular one I'm going to say order 2 allocated 1, yeah, and I'll say 2 and allocate 2 on those. Okay, so if I look at a particular item like the wheels, yeah, I'm going to set up. You can see that for every unit of measure there's a UPC code. So when I scan them, yeah, I can scan either the UPC code or the item name, and it'll accept both. It will also, each item has, you can set up for each warehouse a preferred pick, yeah, location, and also a preferred put away as well. So when so it's when you're picking them, so it's when you're doing a sales order and it's allocating the stock, it will always look for the preferred pick location first. If it's run out, then obviously then it'll go to other locations based on a first in first out basis. Okay, so let's just come out of there. So if I look at, I think it's that one. Yeah, we look at the item ledger there. Sorry, not item ledger, the warehouse and the setup. Yeah, you can see their preferred. The preferred pick location first on this item, the 17-inch, is the A1. Okay, so if we also look at the warehouse itself, okay, you can see when you set up the warehouse, you can specify as many locations as you want, yeah, and also a route. So what happens is that you put all the locations in, and obviously this is the best route round the warehouse. So it might be that you have A1, A2, A3, but the best way to do them is actually do A1 first, then A4 first, then A2. Yeah, but that's to do with the sequence, the route sequence, basically. Yeah. Okay. So obviously you'd set up all your locations, you then obviously set up all your items, then you decide which is your preferred picking location for each item. It could be obviously the same location for each one, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we also have some information on picking, a little tab in there. Yeah, so once we put it into picking, it flags it, yeah, as actually in picking, so another picker can't take the same order. So what happens is it ticks that box and allocates the picker, and away you go. And obviously if there's any information updated at the picking point, it'll update it here as well. Okay, so if I go to print, yeah, on here and print my picking note, yeah. So in theory you wouldn't print the pick note, yeah, if you didn't want to, yeah. This is just showing you that if you had locations set up, yeah, then you could print a pick note, and it's saying go to location 1, pick one of those, then pick one of those, then go to location A1, right, pick one of those, pick 2 of those, and pick one of those. Yeah, okay, so that's the kind of, we print the pick notes off and they go out to the warehouse, yeah, and that's how they could be picked. Okay, and then obviously they come back and confirm pick. Okay, so let me just check the workflow on here. Yeah, okay, ready to invoice. Right, so let's save and close that. So this is sales order 136. Okay, so so what would happen is the picker in the warehouse would have a surface device, yeah, maybe strapped to a trolley, yeah, or strapped to their arm or whatever, yeah, and they would go into, they would literally have a dashboard like this. They'd have a limited menu. They go straight in. They would get this menu so they can use their finger to point, pick the next order. Yeah, so if I pick the next order, yeah, it just gets me the next order in the list. Yeah, but I actually don't want to do that one. Yeah, I actually want to pick the order that I've just put on. Yeah, so I think it's that one. Was it? No, it wasn't. Okay, so okay, it's not fully allocated. So what it's showing me is all the fully allocated orders first, but I'm going to have to untick that so I can actually get that order we just put on. Yeah, so if I look at the order there, you can see that there's all the items on our order. Yeah, I'll tick it. I could tick multiple sales orders. Yeah, and then pick them all, and then go back, bring them all back to a packing area, and then pack them into the separate sales orders. But I'll just keep this simple, yeah, for the time being. So, assuming that the picker's clicked on get next order, or he's come in here and clicked on one, yeah, or put his finger on one and then said okay, yeah, it then gives me the actual picking screen. So the right hand side of the screen here is what he should be focused on, but it's giving a summary of what items we expect to pick first. So in the preferences you can decide to make them confirm the location, or not. So if you don't, it will just say go to location 1 and then ask you to scan the first item. Okay, so location 1. Okay, so I've scanned that as a location. I've gone to the location, scanned it. I've got my Bluetooth scanner in my neck or whatever, and now it's saying, right, you want to get a 15-inch wheel. The UPC code is 123, so I'm just going to scan the barcode of the item. So it's if I got it wrong, so like on this one here, this is 234. So if I scan the wrong item, it will give me a horrible sound. So if I scan the right item now, and then it says, right, okay, so you picked those. Now go to location A1. Okay, so scan the location, please. Great. Okay, scan the location to confirm I'm actually at A1. Now it's saying, right, scan get the 19-inch SVGA monitor. Okay, so I think I've got the right one. And okay, so it's saying, right, pick another one. Quantity pick left 1. Okay, there's another one. Now it's saying, okay, stay in A1, but go to a 1 gig of RAM. Okay, so now a 20-inch monitor. Go and pick one of those, please. Right. So what I've done now is I've confirmed all the items, that are actually on the pick, and now I'd actually use my thumb to basically complete the pick. Okay, so what that does is, I'll go through the preferences in a minute, but you can either, it's the equivalent of confirm pick, or we also have that other status which is ready to dispatch, so it kind of makes it ready to dispatch. It's optional, whichever you use. Okay, so we also have a packing mode, and we can also print labels and things like that, but let's just keep it simple, complete the pick, and then you can actually do the next one. So if we go and look at the order itself, well, it'll actually be an invoice now, because we set this one to do the confirm pick, not the confirm and dispatch. So let's just find that out, find that one. So here you'll be able to see that we obviously picked those quantities on those items, and it converted the order to invoice. But that depends on your settings. So let's just go, while we're here then, let's just go into inventory, warehouse management, and picking setup. And here you can you've got the option, make them scan a location first. You don't have to. Default the tick to fully allocated orders only. So when I say pick the next order, it'll always take the fully allocated ones first. So on completion of pick, we have the option, to confirm pick, or make ready to dispatch. And if we go into print a packing note or whatever, we can decide what the layout is here and how many copies. We also have units of measure while we're here. You can specify whether you actually want to pick a base quantity, or the actual quantities. What this is, if I had, let's say, dozens in each, it would. And I said, right, pick sales order unit of measure. Then, as long as it's not batch or serial traceable, then if I pick 1 dozen, it would say pick 12 each. The base units. But if I actually said no, pick, if I ticked that, then it would ask me to scan a dozen. Just in case, if you've got a pack of a dozen, then obviously you'd have a barcode for a dozen pack. Just that some people, you might sell a dozen, but effectively when you're picking them, you are picking each, 12 each. Okay, so let's just come out of there. Yep. Okay. When you do a sales order, it has to be at the kind of ready to invoice stage to get into picking. So if you don't want to print those pick notes, which moves the status on, you can actually do what's called release orders. And all this does is, as you tick these, all it's doing effectively is changing the status from print pick note to ready to invoice. So it'll actually appear in picking from there on in. Location check. Okay. This is if you want to kind of do a stock take by location. So you pick, your location. You scan some items. So let's scan some items. Okay. And then what you do is you can compare if you wanted to. what you've actually supposed to have in that location, which is very, very different. Okay, and if you said complete the check, it would take all the items out that it thinks are in there and put the items in that you've actually just scanned. Yeah, so that's a quick location check. We also have transfer, but obviously I'll show that in another, and put away, but obviously that's for another video. Okay, thanks very much.